Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat. We're going to work in this journal today. We're just about done. We'll probably be able to finish it, I hope. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. Real quick, I'm going to show you a couple of digitals I have in the shop. I actually have another one too, but I just printed out these two. This one is called Secondhand Store. And these are photos that I took with my husband when we went to Idaho City. This old, it was an antique shop, secondhand store. It has secondhand store on one side and antique shop on the other. Anyways, I think it's obviously been closed for a very long time because there's like 3 inches of dust on everything. And look at these creepy dolls up here. I don't know. Anyway, I was like, oh my gosh, I got to take pictures of this thing because there was just all kinds of randomness. Like there's a cat up there above the door. There's all these little blocks, and on some of them, there's like, all you need is love. I don't remember what the other one was that I saw. But anyway, just funny little sayings that people have done and nailed them to the side. And then you can see there's like corrugated aluminum, and I mean, it's just crazy. Corrugated metal, whatever. Old license plates that are all rusty. See up here it says second-hand store. But it's even bad. It looks like HAWD because the letters are falling apart. I don't know. It was just so cool. And I had to get close-ups of like the sides. Some of these are wagons because there were also some wagons that I took pictures of really close. And then this was a pole where the paint was peeling off. So just, you know, old Western type mining towns, whatever, are often great places for inspiration because they just have all this stuff that just has sat for, you know, probably 200 years or whatever. And, well, maybe not 200, but you know what I mean? It's old and it's just sat and sat and sat. And like, this is a license plate. It looks like it probably had bullet holes at one point, but then the longer it has sat, they've gotten bigger. These are more of those little wood blocks. That one says let it be. The other cool thing is this cobweb that comes off of this. I don't know. It was just really fun to go up there and hang out and take pictures and have fun. So I just made a little digital. It's in my Etsy shop. If you're interested in something like that, I think it would be really fun in a journal. I did have stuff on the back, but you can see the lines that just got messed up. So these pages will probably get glued down to something like in collage and whatever. But yeah, they're very, very fun. And this is the side of a wagon. You can kind of tell. But I love these handles. This is from my friend Fern. She took a photo of an old chalkboard and sent it to me, but it's so cool. And just the textures and all that, I was like, it just goes with this well. By itself, I wasn't sure what I wanted to use it for, but fit right into this perfectly. So thank you, Fern. So yeah, they're just fun. This bottom of the door, this old red beat up paint, again, that you could use in a journal or for collage or for whatever. Another, sorry, I went by that one really fast, but it's red paint too, just not quite as falling apart. And that's just some wood for your journals, you know, whatever. And then there's 2 pages of tags, and they're all just small versions of the photos. So see, that chalkboard went really well with the textures and things in this. So that's that one. And then I also I've been working on this one for a while, and I don't know, I struggled a little bit with it, but it's called Red, White, and Blue, obviously for the 4th of July, and I wanted it out a lot sooner, but I don't know. Like I said, I did have some struggles. I couldn't find images, like as many as I wanted and things. I mean, I love these, but yeah, I don't know. And then we have some background papers. So the secondhand store is 16 pages. This one is 12. But just fun 4th of July or Americana or primitive Americana kind of thing, like old quilts, which obviously all this you can use anytime if you are making a journal that's Americana, primitive, whatever. Quilts. They are cool quilts. And they are grungy looking, you know, and that was intentional. So yeah, just some fun little digitals if you are interested. All right, so let's get back to this girl here. Let's see, I think, like I said, I'm pretty sure we can finish her today because I've kind of gotten everything together and ready. We're going to put this is for my white grunge, and that's going to be, you know, because you can write on that page. There's actually, it looks like I inked this already, a lot of writing space in this journal, so that is the good news. It's not as, I mean, definitely still kind of an art piece, but you can write in it, no problem. There's lots of space for that. I'm enjoying doing these sort of different kinds of journals. I think the next one I'm going to do is going to be a calendar journal that I'm probably going to use that, those digitals I just showed you in. Because I think they'll work well, and I'll show you kind of real quick. Let's just scoot over a little bit more. What I want to do with the calendar. I never get those lined up just perfect, do I? Anyways, it's this type with this spiral bound, and I thought that was kind of cool. So what I'm planning on doing, because it's got, look at these awesome images. So I don't want to cover those over. So I think I'm going to make this into one of the tab type journals, like either cut so there's a tab left over, or tear. And then I'll be able to use the photos somewhere else. I mean, a couple of them might get covered or used, because I might do some pages that are like this, folded like this, and are a tall, long pocket that way. But other than that, I think I'm going to tear them all out, probably right at where the photo starts, and then it'll be a tab type journal is what I'm thinking. And it'll be another grungy one, because that's kind of my thing. So that's the plan for the next one. Just some different type journals. No sew journals. Oops. All right, and then this is one of the journaling cards for the big pocket. So I think I'll do that next. Got all this stuff just here. So yeah, how are you guys doing? I am doing pretty darn good. I need to say hugs and blessings to Gwen, Catherine, Brenda, and Carrie. Thank you guys so much for your kind comments, and you know, for subscribing to my channel and all of that. I really appreciate that. And welcome to new subscribers, and welcome back to anyone who has been with me for a long time, short time, whatever the case may be. I really appreciate it very much. Yeah, the weather has been so weird here. It was like in the 60s all weekend. Those were the highs. So when we get up in the morning, it was like 40 degrees and stuff. It was just weird for this time of the year. I mean, it actually feels really nice because, well, now we're having sunshine. We were all cloudy. But I'm not complaining at all about the lower temperature and the sunshine, because that makes for a beautiful day. Had a nice weekend. My sister and my daughter came over yesterday for dinner. My son, unfortunately, had to work. It's the only thing. He works on Sunday, so that's difficult. And where did I put? And then we got some buttons. Oh, I think I was going to put something underneath, huh? I think I did that backwards. Oh, well. It's too late now. I wanted this underneath this part. Oopsies. See, I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing here. We got it. We're good. We're okay. And that's going to just go under there. So I don't think I need to do a whole lot to it. Is it? I don't really need that on there. So what are you guys up to? Are you having nice weather? Some places I know I've heard are extremely hot. Like over 100. Well, I know for sure in Arizona because my niece lives down there and she's due with her second baby in September, and so she's kind of in misery because it's icky and hot down there. I wish she could come up here. That would be good. But anyways, it's hot there. All right, so there's just a little bit of that showing, and then we're going to put the buttons on this side. I feel like I need to tear that other edge. I was actually going to put that on the other side, and I wish I would have remembered that. But I didn't. Which happens from time to time. So yeah, it's just a nice day here today. Friends are coming. So again, if you don't see me every day, it's either that I'm filming for other days I'm not going to be here or something. You know, you guys know I've mentioned it. And thank you for being so awesome and kind about that. I was out walking this morning and all I can describe them as shaggy dogs. What are they called? I can't remember what they're actually called. But anyways, two of them had gotten out of their yard and were tearing around. And their owners were trying to catch them. And I tried to stop them, you know, once, like, they just were on a tear. They wanted to run free today. They did finally catch them, but... they were having a blast. Must have got out of their yard or something. I was just glad to see that their owners came, because at first I only saw the dogs and I was worried. I'm always worried they're going to get hit by a car or something when they're out running around like that. I'm going to use a little gesso. The only problem is then it'll have to dry. And maybe we'll put our other pieces on first. I have this, it's a dressmaking guide. It's a Tim Holtz piece, and I don't remember which of his sets it was in, but he's got quite a few of those sets of this ephemera, and it's really hard to keep straight. Well, especially when you're like me and don't put it back in its right spot. Yeah, I made some clam linguine last night, and that was delicious. I haven't had it in probably 4 years. and it just sounded good, so I told my sister to come over and have some. And then my daughter comes quite a bit on like Sunday, so she was able to come. Had a hair tickling my arm. It was bugging me. This one's a little more modern of an image, but I figured it's fine. Glue. Friend and foe. And then I have this. Thought I had another something. What did I do with it? I guess I did not. Well, we can get that glued down and then figure something out. What else we want to put on there? Oh, glue, 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 glue. This one's just about gone. Yeah, I don't have any exciting things today. Just been busy. The trip up to Idaho City was a nice drive the other day. It's not too far from us, so and it was just fun to get out of the house a little bit. We both get a little stir crazy because we're here all the time. Although we like being at home. That's kind of our favorite, but you know how you get sometimes where you're like, I just need to do something. Do something else. And put a rat's nest of strings on here. Because I feel like this is what happens when you sew. Or at least when I sew. I've got more strings than you would imagine. Yeah, like a little bit less there is good. What else do we want? Maybe a number 9. Sorry, it's the lawn mowing season, so you're going to probably always hear lawnmowers, leaf blowers, all the things when it's daylight here. Every day, all day, it seems like. Yeah, I kind of like it there. That'll kind of help hold the mess of strings. I will stitch, but a mess of strings. Where did I put that? Oh, it fell over. It was funny while we were in Idaho City that we saw a payphone, and I took a picture of it so I could show it to my kids. I'm like, look, The elusive payphone. And they were both like, did it work? We didn't try it because one, we didn't have any coins. And it had one of those credit card readers, but we were like, I'm not sticking my credit card in there because I have no idea. You know, somebody could have put one of those things in that gets all your information and all that. So, but it was funny to see. But they were, both of them were like, why didn't you try it? It's like, and I don't ever have change anymore. Anything. Hardly ever even have any cash. But yeah, it was funny. I haven't seen one in so long. I mean, it had definitely been modernized a bit compared to when I was growing up, but it was still funny because they just don't exist anymore. Well, you guys know, but they were everywhere. I mean, now it's like you never see them. I know it's because we're all carrying around phones, but it's just funny. I'll have to do the whole back too, but we're gonna have to let that dry now. So I'm gonna set that aside. We can probably put a little bit of that gesso on around this one. My really weird gesso. I'm actually probably going to be kind of sad when that's gone because it's very granular, which before whatever happened to it, it was much more just kind of like paint, you know, acrylic paint. I mean, it always kind of has a little bit of a sandy feel when it dries, but this one's gotten really granular. And I kind of like it. And I don't know how it got that way, so got some spots I might have to revisit with glue. So yeah, this is basically what this journal, you guys know if you've been watching, just put some stuff on, do a little gesso, ink. It's really actually been very easy, and I really like the way it's coming out. So I highly recommend, if you didn't see the first video on how I put it together, I do have a playlist for it, so you can go check that out if you want. But very easy, just fold the bottom of the bag up and leave the top open, and it works great. Super easy way to do a bag journal, that's for sure. All right, set that there, wipe my hand off. Sheepdogs, that's what those dogs are called, right? Yeah. They were just tearing around, being crazy. Making their owners crazy, you could tell. Because every time he would get close, they would just take off running again. It's like, sorry. Kind of what my cat does sometimes when he gets sassy. He's definitely doing better. He was hilarious the other morning. I was trimming our grapevines. We have grapevines that grow all along our back fence. And he was out there with me and attacking the grapevines, you know, because they get real long. I don't know what you call vines, on them, and yeah, he was chasing those around. So then I was out there playing with him, probably more than I was cutting the vines. But anyway, he's definitely feeling a little bit better. I mean, he's got arthritis in his hips and stuff, so like, you know, and his nose is still stuffed a little bit, but he was looking like not good. happy about that. We found some on Amazon, they're called natural antibiotics, and it just has like sage and all natural things in it. So we've been giving him that, and that really seemed to pep him up. So I'm gonna keep giving him that. So we were like, he's just gonna have to go back in again, because he still kind of has the stuffy nose. I mean, he still could have to go back, but to the vet. But I'll try to give him this for a while and see if it'll help him at all. I don't know which side, which direction I want to go. I think I'll go this way. This is my embroidered digital, if you know, you didn't know and were wondering. Oh my goodness, gotta hurry because this is gonna, oh no, not the right spot yet for you to stick entirely. It's the only thing with the pocket thing. I guess I don't need to make it this long. It's probably, yeah, we're gonna have to tear a little bit off, I think. I just don't want to see from the pocket, you know, the edge of that. I want it to go, I need to do it like this. Oh, I know, I want to show you guys how I've been doing the thumb notch thing. I mean, it's super easy. I usually do it before I glue it. So I just take a pencil, and of course I don't have one here, but I mark either side of where the little actual thumb notch is, and then I've just been tearing it out. So just a little bit. Which it usually comes out better if you do it before you glue it down. That's what I would recommend. So just mark either side, and then, you know, just tear a little scoop out. Because it doesn't have to be perfect, right? It's kind of that grungy thing. And then I want a little strip of something along there. I made it skinny because of the pocket, but I do like to put a little something on there. And then I picked out this to go on the spine of it. I just think I'm going to iron it first because it's a little twisted in spots. I think that will look nice on the spine. You don't have to put anything on it because it doesn't look bad as it is, but I have decided I am going to glue the gussets on these together because it's just too floppy when you don't. And that's just my take on it. But you can definitely leave them if you want. I guess I'm just going to tear that off. If you want the big gusset, like you know you're going to put more things in it, you can leave the gusset. I just know for what I've done here, I don't need it, so. I almost dropped my journaling card I just did. I didn't even glue this. Oh, that's part of the bag, the way the bag is right there. Because I took that all the way to the edge. Forgot I did that. Okay, and I need some more gesso. I was trying to think, what else am I doing? I didn't get anything else out to put on this. I'm feeling discombobulated today, can you guys tell? Some days it's just so easy, and other days I just feel like, what am I even doing? When I'm doing videos, it's weird. Weird, I say. You'd think after as long as I've been doing it, I wouldn't get that way, but I kind of am like that anyways. Haven't got my groove yet today. I think that's what the deal is. It's early. Early for my video making time. It's not early. It's like 11 a.m. and I've been up for hours doing other stuff, but I usually video a little bit later. I really love the way this feels when it's dry, this gesso. One of you was mentioning, and I can't remember, I'm sorry, I'm horrible with names, but that you don't like gesso because it's got that grainy feeling, which I get. I can never say anything about anybody having texture things because I have plenty. So, and it's just, but it's funny because I like the feel of this, but I get it. I totally get it. Because there's some things like Fabri-Tac, for example. I absolutely cannot have it on my hands, which is why I don't use it. Okay, that just has to dry now before I can even do the back. So I'm probably going to pause, get this dry, and I will be back. So see you in a minute. Okay, I am back. I think everything is mostly dry except the journaling card. I went ahead and did the gesso on the back, but the front is mostly dry, and I did ink it. It's just a process, you know, when you're using wet materials, it's a total process. So anyway, I have this little scrap left of a collage piece that I did at some point, but it has the same paper as on the front here, so I just figured it would be kind of fun to turn into just a little tuck pocket right there, and you can still write up there, and then I'm going to put a journaling card in there too, so you'll be able to write on that. So we need this side and this side. I always have to add stuff on blank pages, which is silly because that's where you're supposed to write, but you know, it's what we do when we make these type of journals. But there's still a ton of writing space because there's huge journaling cards in these, and then there's 2 pieces of ephemera tag or like a journaling card that go into the pockets with lots of writing space. So I feel like for the size of the journal, there's a lot of writing space. And then this is going to go in the pocket, but I don't think it's quite dry. It's a Tim Holtz piece that I inked and put gesso on, and I put coffee dyed paper on the back. So that'll just tuck into that pocket. We're going to put a couple of things on there. I have this leftover piece from, I don't remember which project. I've got so many videos either up or going or whatever right now that I can't remember which one was for what. But anyway, that's just a piece of fabric that I did some kind of zigzag and whatever stitching on, crazy stitching, added string stitched over the top of them, that sort of look. And then I have her from my old stuff, digital, and I inked it already, but I did put a little gesso on there, so I want to ink the gesso. And of course that's going to get glued down there and be not going anywhere. And then for this pocket, we're going to put this young man and more of that paper with the blue on it. I can't remember off the top of my head which digital that was in. I'm just trying to use up scraps, you know, of stuff that goes with it. And this little Tim Holtz bit I'm going to put here and put him over it, I think. Or I'll put him under it, maybe under it. This is a thinner paper than that is. Yeah, I tore that piece off of some Tim Holtz piece for something. It was in my box full of the random bits and pieces I use. This is from my People of the Past, I believe. I've got quite a few, either freebies or digitals that have photographs, old photographs. I think it's a game board or something. I'm not really sure what it is part of. Is this dry enough? Yep. Oh, it's such a beautiful day out today. Oh my goodness. It's like the perfect temperature. I think it's like 65 or something like that. And the sun's shining. It's gorgeous. My favorite kind of day. For sure. It could stay this way all summer and I'd be like in seventh heaven. Okay, sorry about that. I don't know if that stopped my video or didn't, but anyway, it was an Amber Alert. So I'm going to, I just did this, inked it. That's going to go in there. That's there. I can't put the journaling card in here yet because it's not dry, but we can put these in here because they're all ready to go. And then I'm going to glue the side closed because see, it does this for one, and two, it makes it floppy. So I am going to close these gussets, and I've already done all the other ones. But you can decide, like I said, if you would want yours open or closed. I really think there's plenty of room without those being open. It just kind of strengthens that page when you got them closed, I feel like. because these bags are obviously not like the thickest paper in the world. And I closed all these too, these where the flap is on the bottom of the bag. And that's the back. I just went ahead and put that piece of paper on because I wanted gesso on it, and I knew I'd just have to let it dry, so I went ahead and did that without you guys. I'm trying to decide. This I did glue together, so I think I'm going to just put a little glue across the top up here, so it'll just kind of stay, because again it keeps flopping weird. I want it to just sort of stay so it's more like a spine. Then I flatten this out more. That's gonna go on here like so, and I like the stringy bits hanging up there too. And then I think this journal is just about done. I still have some sewing and stuff to do, but the next time you see it, we'll do the flip through of it, and that'll be fun to see it all complete. I'm just gonna put some glue right on here, maybe, to get started of putting this on. I don't want to cover everything there, so I'm going to kind of just do like this, and the rest will just be on the back and the spine. Try to get it fairly straight. Pull it up just a little bit more. I might take this one and just do some little bit along here. The biggest thing is the lace is going to get a little bit of coloration from all the ink that's on there and on the glue. But that's okay, there was already some discoloration on that lace anyway. Crochet. I think I might put a little glue in here too. I almost put that upside down. Oh, it's not going to reach quite that far, is it? I don't want to pull it super taut because, you know, I don't want it pulling on the cover. So I can wipe that off. That glue stick will just hold it well for a minute, and then it'll be ready once it's dry. All right, guys, I think I will let you go with that. Like I said, I gotta wait for this to dry. I need to stitch around it, so it's not all the way done, but we're very close with that one. And I want to let that dry before I open it again. So I hope you have an awesome rest of your day, and we'll chat again soon. Love you guys. Bye.